Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas, and in this video we're going to be ripping into the absolute brand new 2024 Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection Stratos. That's right, my friends, we're going to be opening the Winged Warrior. Looks absolutely awesome in the package. Can't wait to tear them open. If you're a fan of Stratos or the Filmation cartoon from the 1980s, this is it. This is going to be the one for you. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It truly helps out the channel. If you like the content of this video, if you're just a fan of Mattel or He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, Filmation cartoon, or Stratos, please give me a thumbs up. I love you so much forever. And drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this incredible looking action figure. Now, I'm only seeing it in the bubble, but it looks awesome. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I'm going to catch you after this quick break. Here he is, my friends. Let's first take a close look at the packaging. Though we did see this packaging multiple times already here on the channel, it's nice for newcomers. First, we're going to start with the blister card. Look at that. The whole thing is like a semi-gloss finish, but He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, is very high gloss. Very cool. It says Stratos Winged Warrior. It says 80s Adventures up here at the top left. 6+. And then we have that Club Grayskull looking background. Very beautiful. Very, very cool. I do see a comic in there, and I do see the Staff of Avion right there. It says Cartoon Collection right here on this clear plastic sticker. Looks really, really good right there. Very nice. For some reason, these action figures are always posed with their legs like bent, kind of like they're squatting inside of here. Maybe it's because they were reusing this plastic from Origins, which is smart. I think that's a smart thing to do there, Mattel. So here, take a look at this beautiful artwork. Absolutely incredible. Modernizing and celebrating the original 1980s Masters of the Universe animated series, as seen on Reign of the Monster. We see Stratos in the sky, and he's using his staff to shoot the gun off of this ship. Take a look at that ship right there. Absolutely awesome. And then we have a female Stratos, and then we have another Stratos down here, then another Stratos right here. I'm just teasing. Yeah, I can't get over the artwork. I think the artwork is absolutely gorgeous on all of these packages. This is incredible. So we have these two pictures right here with the action shot. It says, includes the Staff of Avion right here. And then down here says, twist into powerful battle positions. So he's got some good articulation there, I guess. Cartoon Collection, we have a cross sale here. We've opened up all of these. So the last one right here. This is, in fact, the domestic version. And here's the barcode in case you need it. If we take a look at the bottom, we do see it is in fact PET and is fully recyclable. Very cool, Mattel. Thank you very much. I'm just going to go ahead and rip this open, and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is, my friends. I'm just going to flip this open, pull out the comic book, and we do see the instruction manual inside of here. Very cool. I'm going to pull this action figure blister part out. This nice little bubble packaging. Wow, looks absolutely amazing. Looks very, very, very much like how I remember him from the cartoon. The details, that's just phenomenal. That's crazy. I love seeing this. Every time I open one of these, I'm just like transported. You have no idea. Maybe you do. That's why we're all here. I don't know. Do we have any plastic bands in here? Yes, we do. We have 2 on the feet, as we see here. I think that's it. Looks like we could pull the staff out. 2. There we go. So I'm just going to cut this guy out and I'll be right back, my friend. All right, we're back. Take a look at this. So as mentioned, the action figure is in fact in this weird squatting position in the packaging. We straighten the legs. We could see he looks much more, I guess, normal. You know, there, look at that. So honestly, this action figure looks a lot like its Club Grayskull cousin from Super 7. The only difference is we do not have this big cut right here for the ab crunch, which is unfortunate, but also fortunate at the same time, because I thought that always looked kind of weird. But it's nice to have extra articulation for toy photography, so that's bad. And plus, you know, I always say toy photography. I say it a lot because that's what this channel is, but I understand that people want to make really good poses, build out scenes in their display cases, you know? It's for everyone. It's not just toy photography. So if you hear me say that a bunch of times, you can ignore it. Anyways, let's take a look at the action figure first. Let's look at these details, right? Wow, look at that. He's like straight from the cartoon. I'm taken aback by this, honestly. He's got this nice blue cross armor right here. He's got a gray beard right here, his fur. And he's got a very large mouth. And he's got his really nice aviator goggles on right here for flying. And his goggles, like the lens part, is kind of like a gloss finish. Very cool. Everything else is matte finish. Well, he's got a little bit of semi-gloss there in the belt. But no, this is all matte finish. This is absolutely gorgeous. We have the standard Cartoon Collection buck right here, as you see here. Stratos comes with 6 feathers on either side of his arm right here. They look like they could be swapped. Well, you know, it does have a curve on it right here, so maybe, yeah, they probably do have to go on a certain way just because of the curve, but if you had his arms curved in goofy positions, you may want to swap this around. As we see here, like these feathers curve down this way, you know, how a normal arm is curved right there, so it's very cool. You can actually see like the detail in the feathers. Very, very nice. The sculpt is fantastic. This is such an absolutely awesome looking action figure. Oh, I love this. So take a look at his belt right here. It's a semi-gloss red. All of these reds kind of match really well, actually. And then the blue right here in his armor that's holding on this jetpack right here is the same color as you see there, around his goggles and his loincloth, and just absolutely everything just looks great. Let's flip it over to the back. We do see there's like a blemish right there on the back of the bicep. Looks like there's some dirt on this action figure.
Doing some OSINT online, I found some dirt on this action figure.
He's got those nice little grip hands. That's all we get are 2 grip hands with this guy, and his boots look absolutely awesome. It looks like the Cartoon Collection style boots, right? Aren't these the same boots we saw with Skeletor? Flipping over to the back, we see 2023 Mattel, made in Vietnam. Very nice. And the jetpack just looks absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So whenever I find dirt like this on a matte figure, I try as hard as I can not to rub it, like really, really hard, just simply because you take away that matte finish, it'll just become glossy because of the nature of plastic, right? One more thing we can take a look at is underneath the bicep right here. We could see that there's like lines right there and grooves. So like the sculpting of all of the musculature looks really, really good. I just love the Cartoon Collection. So cool. He kind of comes with 2 accessories. He's got the jetpack, which does not remove. As you see there, it's just like part of it's not really a piece of armor. It's kind of like straps holding on the jetpack. But to get this off, you probably have to take the arms and the head off and slide it up. Well, it's not a bad idea. But we also get this, the Staff of Avion or however you want to say it. Looks really, really cool. Take a look at that. Like, I don't remember seeing those details in the cartoon. That there's like some sort of demon skull on it. Looks absolutely awesome. Very cool. And then we have like little lines and grooves inside of it, inside the handle, and it does taper almost to a point, as we see here. It's like a semi-hard plastic. I don't think this would be very easy to break in the wrong hands. So let's move on to articulation. This is going to be a standard Origins action figure, so it's going to have all of the articulation that we've seen already before with like Skeletor and He-Man, all of like the male bulky action figures. So we start with the head. The head is on a ball joint right there. Typical Origins ball joint. We can take a look inside there. The head is like a little bit soft. You could kind of squeeze it a little bit, as you see there. So it's like, it's a softer plastic and it's matte finish. So this action figure feels really high quality. Like this feels really good. Moving down to the arm, we do have a hinge right there and the swivel. So you could get really good range of motion right there, or articulation. It could go up, you know, down, anywhere. Moving down to the elbow, we do not have a double joint. We do have the single joint with most of the Origins action figures we've seen before. And it's a hinge, just simple hinge right there. And it does swivel, so that's pretty cool. Take a look at the sculpt in the forearm. The muscles look really good, as they normally do with this toy line. I'm loving this. Down to the hand. The hand does have a hinge that goes into the palm. And over here, this one also goes into the palm. Now, these are the only two hands that come with the action figure. Unfortunately, I wish they would come with more hands and heads and stuff, but maybe that's something Mattel's planning on doing down the line, making accessory packs with different heads and hands. Please, Mattel, please do that. Everyone wants that. So, moving down to the waist does come apart right here, typical Origin style. I guess I should have shown you taking apart the arm. So the arm comes out, typical Origin style also. And we have the peg hole that's pointed down towards the pelvis on both sides. Take a look at that peg right there. Crazy. Snap that back in. All right, so we do have a swivel at the waist. Moving down to the legs, we have two very nice ball joint hinges right there. We could get some pretty good action poses, can kick really well, very awesome. Obviously, this dude's going to be flying in photographs and in displays, so you can get his legs going back. He does move backwards very well. Like that, that's awesome. Very nice. I think Mattel did a great job so far. So moving down to the knee, we do have a single joint at the knee, but the knee is in fact carved away, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the calf, or where's my anatomy book? The bottom of the thigh right here is carved away so that you can in fact bring the leg up, even though it's very muscle. Yeah, even though it's very muscular. And then, yeah, moving back down, it does swivel. Very cool. And you can see the kneecap is like kind of sculpted in right there. Very cool. And it swivels. We do have a swivel at the boots, you know, typical Origins, because you can, in fact, change the boot right there. And we'll take a look at the instructions here in just a second. Moving down to the foot, we do have a hinge and we do have a rocker. And this time I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to show it to you. Very cool. This is awesome. Stratos is awesome. Everyone loves Stratos, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like with the jetpack taken off. So I'm going to remove an arm. I'm going to remove yet another arm. And maybe we don't even have to remove the head. No, I don't want to scratch nothing. I'm going to remove the head. Okay, so here he is without the jetpack. Very easy to come off. All I do is remove the head and the two arms, slide it upwards. This is what it looks like right here, up close. It says number 2 on the inside there. And the jetpacks look like cartoon bombs, kind of. Very cool. Oh man, that is seriously awesome. I love this. Very cool. I love the sculpt. I love the design. Very cartoon style looking. And it is a hard plastic. It's very rigid. I expected this to be a little bit more of like a rubber, but this being hard plastic and this being kind of one piece. I guess it's one piece. No, maybe it is one piece. I can't really see because of the way of the sculpt is right there, but you can kind of see maybe the rockets are glued on there. Maybe it's just a one piece. Anyways, let's take a look at his feathered wings right here. It's not really armor. It's just kind of like helps him float along. So that is a very nice touch from Mattel. Not only did they engrave the front for the feathers, they also did on the inside as well. Take a look at that. And it's not the same as you see here. It's consistent with the actual design with the feathers. So this is how you slide it back on, just like that. Very cool. Pop the head back on, and there we have Stratos Without Arms. Should be the name of a song, Stratos Without Arms. And these are like a soft rubber, like very, very vinyl maybe, soft plastic. They're just very soft, so they can move around quite a lot. And you kind of have to scooch them up onto the forearm a little bit to make them not loose. This action figure, the articulation and the details are absolutely fantastic, and Mattel absolutely did not let me down. This is fantastic. This is an absolutely beautiful masterpiece. This is like a love letter to Stratos fans everywhere, from every nook and cranny of everywhere in the world, every single person that loved the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon. Mattel did it. They nailed it, and they did it in a way that could be mass-produced and is cheap, but doesn't feel cheap. This feels like good quality. It's incredible. Look at that head tilt. Like, this is incredible. Like, this is going to look fantastic standing next to all of the rest of the cartoon collection. Yeah, that's Stratos. This is the comic book that comes with Stratos. We've already seen this before. Take a look at that. We saw this with Merman. I'm recording this in 4K, so you can pause this and read this if you like. Oops. Try not to get too much glare there. Oi. That's awesome. This is great. This is fantastic with the cross sale on the back. And finally, the instructions that come with the action figure, because, you know, all of that stuff I just showed you, if you weren't a pro like me, you wouldn't be able to figure it out without reading. Here's the head, you can remove it. Here's the arms and the shoulders, you can remove them. You could break the character at the waist, as we saw, and we can remove the boots so that we can, in fact, swap parts. It says removable parts right here, and it says remove and swap parts in that very, very cool promotional Masters of the Universe font. So this has been the Toy Box Nostalgia unboxing and review of the Winged Warrior Stratos from He-Man the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection from Mattel. I'm very happy with this action figure. To me, it looks like a perfect 3D manifestation of Stratos directly from the cartoon. I love how he looks more stout than the Club Grayskull version. Speaking of the Club Grayskull version, I think this is a fantastic idea that Mattel had to get these action figures into people's hands, because not all of us want to pay the aftermarket prices for those Club Grayskull action figures. I know I don't. Anyways, I'd love to know what you think of this action figure, so please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of Stratos from the cartoon collection. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, my friend. Remember, collect and shoot.
Bring on the waves, bring on the day. Now I got you in front of